Ruth Davidson has savaged First Minister Nicola Sturgeon over her handling of the coronavirus pandemic. She was supported by scores of express.co.uk readers who vented their anger at the tragically high mortality rate in care homes across Scotland and gave messages of support for Ms Davidson. As Ms Davidson raged against the Scottish Government over their failure to protect care home residents and staff during the coronavirus pandemic, one Daily Express reader took to Facebook to declare their suspicions that the death toll from coronavirus had been too low. They wrote, "I had my suspicions with all those low numbers being declared in a point-scoring competition. The numbers who have died will be exposed by the media in due course, and I won't be surprised if it is hundreds more than the figures we are being fed." Former Scottish Conservative leader Ms Davidson hit out at Nicola Sturgeon for the decision to allow hospital patients back into care homes without testing for coronavirus. Speaking to Good Morning Britain, Ms Davidson said, "I think whatever inquiries we have out of the back of this, there's going to be so many lessons that we have to learn. For example, you talk about the situation in England where some people were put into care homes without having tested negative first as they were discharged from hospital. We had the same thing in Scotland, but we've had to a greater degree. We had the Scottish Government actively using beds in advance in care homes, spending money, telling care home operators we want to empty your hospitals and we're going to do it without testing or having a negative test back of the people we're putting in there." Many other Facebook users erupted with fury at the news of the death toll in Scotland. One reader's anger was placed firmly at the feet of Scotland's First Minister. "Every failure for Sturgeon seems to result in an excuse for her to blame Westminster." Much anger was aimed at the situation within care homes and the high fatality rate from coronavirus amongst the residents.